Jessii Vee. And yes, I'm wearing a shirt with a statue of a sad angel crying. It's a vibe today. Okay, so as you can tell by the title of today's video, today I'm talking about a creature called the Sack Man. Now, this creature resides all around the world, but depending on where you are, it might have a slightly different name. It's incredibly creepy, and I'm gonna be getting into it in just a second. But before I get started, I wanted to announce our new YANA schools. So these are schools around the world who have started this YANA program, which stops isolation, stops bullying, creates new friendships. It is just an amazing movement, and I'm so excited to have these schools on board. The new schools are Sanger High West Campus, Monte Vista Elementary School, Sky Ridge Middle School, Knoxville Academy, Riverfield Country Day School, and Edenwood Middle School. Thank you all so much. You're starting an amazing movement. You guys are superheroes. And if you're watching right now and you want to start a YANA group in your school, please contact yana@jessiivee.com. Just send an email and our coordinator will be able to help you out. And speaking of YANA, we have just launched some really amazing YANA merch on the website. So we have these tote bags that I designed. They say, "Be kind." And I love this like retro hippie design on there. And all proceeds of these bags go directly to our YANA fund. So not only will you get a cool tote bag, you're also helping an amazing cause. We also have little YANA tattoos. So yeah, if you would like to donate to this really great movement, I will put all those links down below in the description. Alright guys, let's talk about this very creepy Sack Man. The Sack Man is a type of boogeyman that is said to look like an impossibly ugly and skinny old man carrying a large sack. He is said to wander the land searching for naughty children, whom he then captures and stuffs them into his bag before taking them away to a grisly fate. Now, many tales say that this Sack Man actually eats his young victims. And unlike most versions of the boogeyman, the dreaded Sack Man may have roots in a very real and tragic tale of old. So some people believe that this isn't just a tale of fiction, but instead it's something very horrible that actually happened way back in time. So let's talk about the apparent true story of the Sack Man. The Sack Man was likely inspired by a very real man who, during the 16th and 17th centuries, was in charge of collecting orphan babies in order to take them to the orphanages. So he would literally just like take them off the streets and would put them in a huge bag or a wicker basket and would carry them all throughout the province, collecting more and more children on the way. Now, most children usually died before even reaching the orphanage due to the lack of care and obviously the way that they were being transported. It was literally a bunch of kids squished inside this creepy man's sack. So people believe that the lingering memory of this figure may have inspired the boogeyman as envisioned in modern lore. So a lot of creepy legends and creatures actually stem from true stories, as you probably have learned from this channel. Now, there's actually a very similar creature from Spain, and he is called El Hombre del Saco. And he too is depicted as an old man that walks around with a sack and kidnaps children that misbehave. It is said that he walks around the neighborhood during dinner time looking for children that aren't home on time for their meal. He also offers to take children from parents that think that their sons or daughters are disappointments, which is a super dark and horrible thing for parents to do. Like, your son or daughter aren't living up to your expectations, so you call upon the Sack Man and he just like throws them in his sack. Why does this creature kind of remind me of Krampus or something? So this creature from Spain also stems from a true story. There was this crime that occurred in 1910 in Spain that inspired this legend. At the time, it was for some reason believed that drinking the blood of a child cured tuberculosis. And there was this man named Francisco back then who had just been diagnosed with tuberculosis. So he went to go and see a healer, and the healer told him that to cure this disease, it would cost him $13,000. So instead, he decided to go and find a child to cure him. So on June 27th of 1910, he found a 7-year-old boy, put him in his sack, carried him off, and then proceeded to mix his blood with sugar, drank it to try to cure his tuberculosis. Obviously, that didn't work. The child perished. People were absolutely horrified. And so this man basically became the boogeyman. And that is where El Hombre del Saco came from. Then there's also another version of this boogeyman from the Czech Republic. And this version is called the bubák. In some tales, the bubák has a pumpkin for a head like an evil jack-o'-lantern, and some say he looks like a dark and creepy animated scarecrow. The bubák stalks the land during the darkness of the night looking for prey, and the creature is being pulled by a cart of cats. So it's literally a group of cats just like pulling him along, and it stares into the night with these horrible dead eyes. And the sack man will only leave his cart to haunt riverbanks and woods, seeking out innocent travelers to place in his sack. And what's so creepy is that this monster can perfectly mimic the cry of a baby, which is apparently the most useful tool to lure his prey towards him, because someone's like walking in the woods, thinks they hear a child screaming, and obviously they want to go and help. It is said that the sack man weaves the souls of those it kills into decaying clothing that it wears on its body. So if it captures you and puts you in his sack, he will later just weave you into his clothes, like you'll become his outfits. Children that the creature catch are placed inside the monster's sack to an alternate existence where the child is aware and paralyzed, yet separated from mortal death. And he apparently only takes them out to weave them into clothing on a full moon. Though the bubák may hunt primarily at night, it's not limited by any means to it. The creature may also be found in crypts, abandoned houses, dark woods, or anywhere that the shadows reign. So yeah, that is another very, very creepy version of this sack man. And like I said, there are so many more around the world. I could literally make this video be like 30 minutes long. So if you want me to make a part 2, definitely give this video a thumbs up and let me know. And also comment down below if your parents have ever told you the tale of the sack man to like keep you in line, because I feel like a lot of people have done that. Anyway, so guys, that is the end of today's video. Once again, don't forget, if you would like to buy any of the new YANA merch, it goes towards an amazing cause. All of the funds go towards YANA. So I will link everything down below. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!